Hello and welcome to the Jesters Talk Rust. Today I have Athel, Magic, NC, McNuckrabber, Pussy and Roly Poly, and we're going to talk about what Rust, the new patch has brought in for Rust, about what could be in the future, and anything else really that enters the conversation about Rust. I think it's gone really well so far with this new patch. I mean, they've patched the glitches in the walls, which is brilliant, and they've also patched the fact that when you die and you have like a stack of like 100 wood, you don't get one wood anymore. You get multiple. You get your regular stacks back, which is great.
Well, first off, I'd mention the MP5 buff. Increased the fire rate of it. It's made it a lot more useful. It's more
pretty powerful as well.
Yeah, it's a lot more of a viable option rather than just having to use the M4 every time.
Yeah, that guy beside our base, he was using that really, really well. I mean, we had like 4 M4s and that guy took down 2 of us easy.
Yeah, and when we raided the castle, a couple of those guys were using MP4s as well.
Yeah.
MP5s, yeah.
And are they cheaper to make, or what do they take?
Yeah, they are. They're a lot less metal shards to make. Metal fragments. I think they're 50 less or 60 less.
And what's the range on them?
I think they're medium range, aren't they?
Yeah, it's a medium range gun. It's substantially shorter than the M4 though. And a lot less accurate at long ranges, but for medium to short ranges, they are quite effective.
One of the really good things about this new patch is that it's gotten rid of some of the speed hackers. I think I'm noticing less speed hackers, but just recently, before we logged that invisible hacker, I've never seen them before, but hopefully they'll get rid of them in time. I mean, it is in alpha, and it's such an epic game for a game that's in alpha. I mean, there's so much shit to do. We've played this for hours on end. I mean, we've been playing this 4 or 5 days straight. Obviously the new patch came out, which was 3 days off, but you know, as soon as that came back online, we were right back on. But the best thing about this game is that our group, we have a group of around 15 to 20 guys, not all of them on time at the same time, but we've got right now, we must have had like 20 guys on.
12, 13 to more.
Yeah. I mean, that's what makes that game. You can't play Rust, but I don't think you can effectively by yourself. Although Roger Avenger, he was really good at I wouldn't say
pissing us off.
I'd say pissing us off. He wasn't effective, you know. Realistically he wouldn't have been able to live near us because we kept on raiding him. But
yeah, we'd have just raided him to hell.
Yeah,
and he did make us kind of rage a bit.
Yeah. The really good thing about it is that when I think what they will do is they'll put up things where you can build and people won't be able to build close to you. Maybe I think that might prevent people from, you know, blocking you in. I mean, that's how we countered Roger, is that I blocked him in with 2 foundations in his entrance. He couldn't get out, which was hilarious, but it was a system of griefing. I think they'll get rid of that. I mean, they have to get rid of that because otherwise everyone could be building everywhere.
Yeah,
it'd
involve
some sort of clan recognition system as well, though, so that clan members could build next to each other. Otherwise, you'd just get one person doing all of the building work for a clan.
They'll probably go down to like clan plots or friendly players in building a certain patch of land, and if you're not part of that friendly group, you won't be able to build on it.
Yeah,
I think that's probably how they're going to control it.
I think that's an epic idea. I think one of the forums I suggested that they should allow a clan or a group of people to create a large hall and purchase with some sort of in-game currency and resources, like a council chamber or a throne, and whoever puts that throne or council chamber up owns that piece of land.
That'd be cool.
Other people can, you know, if the person's in his clan, he can give them rights and responsibilities to who can build where and what. One of the things that he said was that he wants people to create towns. He wants people to create settlements, and he wants it all player driven, which is what I'm really excited about that. But that's impossible right now, almost. I mean, you've seen it yourselves when we're in game, and there's around 15 of us. It's nearly impossible to try and recognise who each other is.
The biggest impediment is player recognition. You don't know if that's a friendly right in front of you or not until you're on top of them.
Yeah,
we just need a simple
meter recognition.
It's actually a lot easier at night, believe it or not, because you can flash your flashlights at each other and you can tell from an actual distance who's friendly and who isn't.
Yeah, so
something
like
it's impossible.
like a simple party system or something would be really helpful at this point, at least.
Yeah,
He
just
said
like a
he's gonna
green
bring out
Dorito
uniforms.
above friendlies would be great.
He said,
Could we all have
Jester
Jester outfits?
yeah, well, he's going to bring out uniforms, and I made the suggestion that, you know, obviously, maybe you could harvest dyes or something from some other resource, and then dye the uniforms, and then, you know, look in the same uniform. But obviously, some people can do, you know, enemies can do that, but it would help with the recognition. I mean, but I think we can actually say, because we play in large groups, we can say that it's not easy. You know, more than 5 guys, you're starting to struggle recognizing who's who and what's what.
That's horrendous.
Yeah,
It's
but
almost
I
impossible.
spend
If someone wanders away from the group and comes back again, they get shot at.
Raiding tonight
Yeah,
when we're
but-
raiding in large groups, as soon as we started like contacting other
I
forts
sniped
and
a
stuff
lot.
and we spread out, it was just like absolutely impossible to tell what was going on. You end up running around either side of the building and meeting up on either side, shooting yourself and then shooting everybody that had run around with them.
I spend a lot of time sniping on top of the buildings and like scouting, and it takes like I've been killing a lot of friendlies, maybe one every 30 minutes or something.
Yeah.
Although I try to be really, yeah.
Yeah, but the penalty for death is life enough that it's not game breaking.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the moment that's true.
Do you drop everything when you die?
Yeah.
Alright.
Do you still
there's no
drop your
penalty
empty
then.
gun? Do you still drop your keep your empty gun if you die?
Why carry an empty gun though?
Well, I wouldn't know.
Before the patch, if you died and you had no ammo, your gun would drop. There was something like that in it, from what I remember.
Yeah, it wouldn't drop.
You just hold it,
Yeah, if you're holding it and it was empty, it wouldn't drop.
and you wouldn't get a medkit and a flare, I think.
That's strange.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, that's either a bug or intended game mechanics. I'm not sure which.
I mean, one thing I want to say before, you know, because I hate saying bad things about this game because it's an alpha and it's epic. It's an absolutely brilliant game. But what do we want to see in the future? Obviously, recognition, easier, you know, make it easier to recognize friend from foe, whether that's through some sort
map.
of a map. I don't know, you know, because DayZ has no map, and that was pretty good. You know, it's good when you have to use your common sense and logic to get to your base.
Yeah,
Already does have a
I don't
Compass
really
would
care
be
about
nice.
the map.
Oh yeah, it does, doesn't it? And you can craft a compass and
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the Minecraft map system.
Player positions on the map as well.
You
would be
build
nice.
them, and then as you
I'm-
or the map generates around you.
I'm not sold on the map.
It-
I prefer not a map.
It's easy enough though. I mean, you know, mountains in the north, the seas in the south, and, you know,
Yeah, but
Yeah,
we
Possi-
are in
possibly a
that's
radar
a
then.
secret location.
you've got to think of when that whole map gets expanded and built, and we're only in a tiny proportion of it at the moment.
Yeah, we've
when we
been
start
in the
using
same
the rest of the
spot.
map, it's
We've
going to
been
be
in the same spot.
absolutely horrendous to work on to go.
It will in the north when you've only got the 1 point of reference and you have to wait for like dawn and the mountain and try and figure out where you are from that. But
Okay, how about just a compass then? Because that would help.
Yeah.
I think that'd be really good.
Yeah, that would be helpful actually. Yeah. But do you need it though? Because as soon as the sun rises, you know which way is east, and then you have an idea which way is north and south as well. Well, I suppose
Yeah,
it's in a small
well,
You
if
area.
lose
you know
track
which
of
way
it
is
and-
east, you should really have more than an idea. If you know
Yeah.
that way's east, but where's north?
So recognition, map, what else? I suggested earlier that damage on doors. If you're hatcheting a door, some sort of animation on the door that would show that they're damaged. That would be awesome, because then at least you know what stage you're at. I know the hit points were halved in the latest patch, but that would be pretty cool.
Also, it
Yeah, like
depends
a
on
visual cue that a door is starting to break.
Yeah,
How?
sorry, it also depends on where he wants to go. If he just wants communities, are you going to have to stay online 24/7 to defend your stuff?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Which is a really good point, because if you build a wall and a door, should it not just not have health at all? Because then you don't have to be online 24/7. Or are they saying you have to be online 24/7 to defend your crap?
That's a difficult one because you know I enjoy
Yeah, I enjoy raiding.
so it kind of works against raiders that when you can't attack anyone else though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's I think it's a really shitty mechanic that you just put like 100 doors in front of someone. It's like it kind of I don't like it. You should have like different kinds of doors, maybe.
I think they should build a snapping system for doors where you can only snap one door to a doorway, and after that you can't snap doors anywhere. I think that would be maybe a bit easier.
Yeah, I mean, why would you want to put a door like in a field of nothing?
It would stop people from dropping doors around the pre-existing structures.
And it would stop people dooring you in as well. I mean, I think it's stupid the way you can put up a door without a doorway. Do you know what I mean? I think there should be snapping to a doorway system.
But then we'd need like another kind of door for the windows, though, because it's a smaller. Or if it
like some sort of hatch on a door or something.
Yeah.
What else?
But there's one thing I'm not looking forward to, and that's the vehicles. I've noticed they've started to add a car or two the devs are playing around with, and there's one driving around, and I don't know. I know it's an alpha, but it's not great, if you know what I mean. It's speeding 10 times
it could
fast.
Work. The DayZ cars are interesting if they're done on a server with low enough population of them, because then they become this thing to look after. And
after you mean
get the things to repair it.
That's one thing that I'm really interested
and they become this high-end, almost end-of-game thing.
I'm really interested in seeing how many people does he want on a server, because if he wants small communities of towns, then he's going to want at least 500 or 600 on a server for that to function properly. Do you know what I mean? I'd love to know how many people he intends on putting on one server.
And I wanted to know if they were going private with servers, or if they were going to handle all the server side thing.
He said he only wants one. He said he only wants 2 or 3 servers somewhere. He said he doesn't know how many he's going to put up, but he said initially possibly just 2 or 3, which means that he's either going to be quite limited in who plays the game, or there's going to be I mean, the maps are huge anyway, because we have some idea how we're only playing. I think it's like something like 5 to 8% of the total territory, and that's pretty big as it is. I mean, it'll take you 4 or 5 days to cross it, but the map itself is huge if you've only seen the bigger map, because I've seen some YouTube videos of guys actually getting beyond the radiation barrier through speed hacks and whatever, and it's absolutely massive. So they could probably fit quite a lot of people. And, you know, I don't think 500 or 600 people would probably on the full map. I don't think there'd be a lot of clashes with 500 or 600. I think they'd be quite sparse. It's quite sparsely populated.
Yeah, you know it would happen at least once, though.
Yeah, but that's actually a good point. Is that we all come from PlanetSide 2, and that's a massive game. So we probably expected to be a bit bigger than the other guys.
How many can you get on a PlanetSide 2 server? Like 6,000?
6,000, yeah.
Right, so...
So that's 2,000 people per one map.
Per continent, yeah. I mean, you could... Well, if that's viable, then 2,000 people in one map would be pretty awesome.
I'd like to... but I'm really sure the Unity web player is not gonna... about that there.
But he's on about moving it to a downloadable client, I think, eventually. That's only just for web right now.
Yeah, I don't think that would be too difficult to do either.
I think they removed so they can't speed hack with the weapons anymore. So they can only just travel really fast. But there's new hacks because they can like turn invisible right now. But so that's making it really easy, really hard to kill them. I used to kill them all the time, like that guy we just met. But now we can't even see them, so that's gonna be a really big pain in the ass.
Yeah, and it's the same guy that I noticed who's the invisibility hacker.
Yeah.
Let me see. I think I wrote down a name.
Try name and shame them, and then
what's his name?
No, you don't need to say his name because I already messaged the dev about him and I told his name.
I think the devs aren't too fussed about it because it's alpha right now, which, you know, I don't have an issue with either. I mean, I'd rather have hackers now in alpha and make it harder for them for the actual game itself, but I cannot wait for this game. I think there's so much things there's so many ways they can go with it. I mean, the thoughts of having towns and communities is brilliant, but we need the tools to do that, and I think he will give them to us. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to the future of Rust. Alright, thanks for listening, and don't forget to subscribe.
Oops.